Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 1. Yes, day number 1, week 5, fall 2024 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this afternoon's classes. Let's begin. Please head up. My name is Mr. Petit. Today is Monday. Monday the what? The 30th of September. So this is the last day in September? I'm asking. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Last day
All
of
day and
September.
all night.
All right. The subject is, of course, mathematics. And we're going to be looking at, so last week we looked at perimeter and algebra. That was lovely. And we looked at perimeter and linear equations. Today we're going to be looking at, to the top, we're still on geometry. Actually, this is more like mensuration, if you ask me. But still falls under geometry in some way. We're going to be looking at the circumference of the circle. That's what we're going to be looking at today. What is the circumference? So we're going to define it. What do we mean by the circumference of the circle? And also, how do we find it? Because there's a very important formula that we use when finding the circumference of the circle. Mind you, there's more than one formula, but there's one that I like to use. And that's one I would want to use most of the times. So we're going to be looking at the circumference of the circle. Andrea, what's the topic for today? Andrea?
Circumference of the circle.
Very good. By the way, are you writing this down? Let me know if you all have this written down, please.
Yes,
As
sir.
we get started.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you have your geometry set. One moment.
sir.
Let me know if you have your geometry
Yes,
set.
sir.
Let me know if you
I
have your-
do.
Good.
Mine.
See, I don't have a geometry set, so I won't be able to participate.
No, don't say that. If you don't have a geometry set, then you just have to draw it freehand.
Okay.
Because you really need geometry set to be drawing the circles. If you are able to draw the circles without a compass, if you don't have a geometry set, then it's a job to do. All right, good afternoon.
So,
Good afternoon. All right, so make sure if you're not speaking, make sure your mic is muted. All right, so when we say, Antoine, do you have this written down?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. And Nika Roll, do you have this written down?
Yes, sir.
Where's Nika Roll? And where is Ajani? Ajani, are you here? Where's Ajani? Ajani, you're very low. I don't know. I can't hear you. You're very low. All right, so let's first define what we mean by the perimeter of a circle. So, or not the perimeter, the circumference of the circle. So, seeing that we just came off of perimeter, it's very good for us to just look at. So we was looking at the perimeter of, stuff that have edges or things or shapes that have edges and sides. But how do we figure out the circumference or the perimeter of a circle? So the perimeter of a circle, we call that the circumference. So that's what we mean by the circumference. So when I say circumference, all I mean is that the circumference is the perimeter of a circle. So circumference of the circle is the same thing as the perimeter. And what do we say the perimeter is? In general, what do we say the perimeter is?
The distance around a shape.
Distance around an object. And how can we calculate the perimeter in general of a shape?
Adding all the sides.
2 times.
Adding all the sides. That's how we find the circumference in general. But if we look at a circle doesn't have sides, right? So what we have to do is we have to use a formula to find the perimeter of a circle. So the
2
circumference
times
of
pi times the diameter.
close, very close. Very close.
The
Radius.
The radius, yeah. So the circumference by definition is the perimeter of the circle. So if I ask you what do we mean by the circumference, you have to tell me that the circumference is the perimeter of the circle or the distance around the circle. So that's what we're trying to calculate. What is the distance around the circle? All right. So Anishka, what is meant by the circumference of a circle? What do we mean by that? I can't hear you, Anishka.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
A circle is the same thing as a perimeter, a distance around the object.
Very good. So the circumference of the circle is the distance around the circle or the perimeter of the circle. All right. And Chaltonique, what do we mean by the circumference of the circle?
It's the same thing as the perimeter. The perimeter is the distance around the object.
Very good. So thank you. So the circumference of a circle is we say it's the distance, around the circle, not inside, because that would be the area. The space, the amount of space that circle occupies would be the area, but we're talking just about the distance around that circle, right? So the circumference of the circle is the distance around the circle. Now, we can calculate, so write this down for me, please. We can calculate the circumference. Again, make sure you're writing this down inside of your book. Make sure you're writing this down inside of your book. We can calculate the circumference of a circle by using a special formula. Now, there are more than one formulas, but we're going to be looking at one in particular. This is the one I like to use. And I typically use this most of the time. So we can calculate the circumference of a circle by using a formula. So unlike when we have like a square or when we have like a rectangle, we typically would use like we would use not side, that's sets. We would use like we just add up all the sides. Yeah, or we just add up all the sides, but in this case, we're going to use a formula. Okay. All right, so what is the formula that we're going to use? Well,
can I ask you a question?
Who's this speaking? Christian? Yes,
Christian.
go ahead.
I have a question, not to question you or anything, but I just want to know. So when we find the circumference of a circle, we add up all the sides, which is like very easy and simple. So in which case will we need to like learn remember a formula?
Okay.
So,
well, the only thing that, well, unless you're going to be an engineering, it depends. It really depends on your field, right? So if you're going to be doing anything like engineering or stuff like that, then you would do it. It really depends on your field. For now, the only thing you need it for now at this age is you just needed to pass your exams. Okay. So you know it, you learn it, to pass your exams, and then if some people may use it in their field, some people may not. All right. Understand that?
yeah, so what you saying is we have to learn the formula to pass our BJC?
To pass your exams, your national exams. And you have to have math and English, or else people ain't gonna take you seriously when you're applying for a job. So for now, just try to pass it. All right, just focus on that. And then you can focus on how you apply it. All right.
Okay.
All right, so, but very good question. The formula for the circumference, all right, is what? What's the formula? So anyone know?
2
Pi
times
r square.
r.
The
Pi r
circumference
square.
is what?
I think it's pi r.
You think it's pi r squared? Who think it's pi r squared? Who think it's pi r squared?
I do.
Pi r squared?
I do.
it's pi r squared.
You think it's pi r squared? Who
I
think
think
it's
I think it's pi.
who think it's
pi?
all right, let me give you all some options. I give you some options. You can tell me which one you think it is. All right. And I'm going to enable the chat. Let me enable the chat so you could like try. So you tell me what you think it is. What you think that the circumference of the circle is pi r squared? Is it pi r squared? Is it pi? Is it 2 pi? Is it 2 pi d? Or is it pi r squared over 2? Or is it 2 pi r? Which one do you think is it? It is. I'm gonna label it. Is it A, B, or C? You can put your answer inside the chat. Inside the chat. What do you think is it A, B, or C? Or D? Which one do you think it is? Put your answer inside the chat for me, please. What you think? Is it A, B, C, or D? We're trying to figure what is the circumference of the circle. Which formula we're gonna use? I'm seeing different answers. I'm seeing A. People saying A. A lot of people saying A. Kanan, you saying A or D? Which one is the right answer? A or D? Which one?
It's the same thing, no?
They're the
It's the
same.
same thing.
They're the same thing? You're thinking they're the same thing? Interesting.
I think they get the same answer.
You think they get the same answer? All right. Okay. I cannot
I say it's B.
understand. I am new. Okay, so we have basically, it's basically, who think it's B? Who think it's B? Who think it's B? All right, so we don't have no one who think it's B. Who think it's C?
I changed my answer. B, 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 B.
You think it's B? Okay.
I changed my answer. I think it's B. I think it's B.
Okay. Who think it's D? Who think it's D?
Me.
D.
Me.
I do.
D. D.
I do.
D. Who think it's A?
Me.
Me.
I think it's A.
All right.
Me. I think it's A.
Dion's Curry? Where's Curry? Where's Curry? Curry is saying something inside the chat.
Yes.
What you saying?
Right up.
What you saying? What you think it is?
I think it's B.
Think it's B. All right.
That's up.
Okay, so the answer actually is drum roll, please. It's actually it's D. 2 pi r.
Hey, together,
2
kind
pi
of.
r. 2 pi r.
right.
Now
Answer in the chat, see?
D is correct. And
Mr. Petit, I did D.
D is
I
correct.
did D. Yes, thank you.
D is correct. Now the thing is, A is actually the reason why A is so close because A is the area. All right. A is the area, not the circumference. So just be careful.
I got
So
them mixed up.
Yeah. So 2 pi. So 2 pi. This is pi. R. Okay.
Never thought I would have got pi this time.
Where R, what is R in the formula? What does R mean?
Radius.
R is the radius of the circle. So R is the radius of the circle. And when we say radius, we mean what? R
Half.
is the radius.
It's half
Of-
the diameter.
Very good. So R is the radius of the circle. And pi, how do we spell pi?
P.I.
P.I. P.I.
That's how you spell pi?
P-I-E.
P.I.
P-I-E, right?
P and I.
That's the code.
Okay,
P.I.
so if you are in English, how do we spell pi in English?
P.I.E.
P.I.
P-I-E.
I.E.
P-I-E. This is
That
in
was my
English.
answer.
In math, how do we spell pi?
P.I.
P.I.
P-I.
P.I.
P-I. All right. So this is pi. What is pi equal to?
3.145.
3.14.
3.14. 3.14. It's equal to 3.14 or that's
22.
approximation. That's approximation. It's equal to 3.14 or 3.142. Depends on what they want you to use. Okay. Or as a fraction. Anyone know what it's equal to as a fraction?
22.
7.
22 over
2/7.
22 over 7 as a fraction. All right. So that's what it's approximately equal to. Now pi is actually a very long number. You know that pi never ends. So It's an approximation. So the formula of the circle, for the circumference of the circle is 2 by r, where r is the radius of the circle. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Miss Jean. Where r is the circumference of a circle, and pi is a special number, because pi is actually an irrational number. It never stops. A special number that equals to that is approximately equal to, not exactly equal to, that is approximately equal to 3.14. 3.14. Okay. All right, good. Do you all have this written down? Let me know, please, if you have this written down.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Dazon Curry? Dazon Curry? Where's Dazon? Can you read this paragraph for me, please? Read this paragraph for me.
Circumference of the circle is the same thing as the perimeter, distance around an object. The circumference of a circle is the distance around the circle. We can calculate the circumference of a circle by using a special formula. The formula for the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle and pi is a special that is approximately equal to 3.14.
Very good. So in each case, calculate, we want to, and so for our example, in each case, we want to calculate the circumference of the circle using, so we're going to use pi in this case. Now it changes, right? It's not always the same. It depends. You have to use whatever they give you in the question. All right. But in this case, we want to use using pi as 3.1. In this case, we can use pi as 3.14. Yeah, someone have a question?
I was trying to say I never learned this.
We never learned this.
How to spell macaroni?
Me neither.
This is my first year in high school.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Mr. Boutique, you read the example. That's how you want.
Using, in each case, calculate the circumference of the circle using pi as
the first part in each calculation.
in each case. Thank you. Calculate the circumference of the circle using pi as so pi is, let me get this oh boy. So I'm trying to find the symbol. Pi. So pi is going to be equal to, we're going to use pi as 3.14. All right. To start simple as at first. So like I say, inside, whenever you are tested, use what they give you. They might say use pi as 3. Sometimes they say use pi as 3. They might say use pi as 22/7. They may say use pi as 3.14, but you have to use whatever they give you in the question, in your question. All right. So let's begin with our first example. So make sure I draw this circle. So again, make sure I draw this circle. And so for this circle, I think this is too big. Let me make this smaller. Okay, good. So for this circle, we want to say, so this is our circle that we have here. And inside the circle, I'm going to put a radius, right? I'm going to say that my radius is, let's say that my radius is 4 centimeters, say. Now, for those persons who do not know what a radius is going to be, half of the diameter. So it's going to be half of it. So it's going to be a line segment that is half of the diameter. That is a radius right there. All right, that's your radius. So make sure I draw that like that. And then we're going to say that this is going to be, let's do 4 centimeters. We're not gonna, I'm deep today. It's 4 centimeters. So the radius is 4 centimeters.
So you actually have to make it 4 centimeters.
Say it again.
Do you have to make it 4 centimeters?
No, don't make it exactly 4 centimeters. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Just make sure let's make sure it's labeled 4 centimeters. All right, so it's gonna be 4 centimeters. All right, so okay, cool. So next up, what do we have? All right, so we have, okay, so we have to use the formula. All right. By the way, let me know if y'all have this written down, please. Let me know if you have this written down. Tamiko, do you have this written down? Where's Tamiko Dorset? Tamiko Dorset, do you have it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Already done.
Okay. Make sure you have this written down, please. Quickly write this down. Joshua, where's Joshua? Do you have this written down? Where's
Yes, sir.
Joshua?
Wait, this.
No, not Andrea. Joshua, do you have this written down? Where's Joshua?
Excuse me, Miss Petite. You keep on asking me to unmute.
That's not me. I'm not asking you to unmute. Where is what's his name? Dolly? Where's Dolly? Dolly, are you there?
Hello.
What's gonna be my first step? I wanna determine the circumference of this. What's gonna be my first step? You remember how to do the circumference? Dolly, where are you? I can't hear from Dolly. Hello, are you there? Okay, I can't hear from him. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to write, well, the formula. So the formula in this case is circumference, which is C, is equal to 2 pi r. So let me, I need space. So let me put this up some more. So I'm gonna read like this. And let's go like this. Dustin Gilbert, do you have this written down? Where's Dustin?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write C is equal to 2 times pi times r. Now in this case, we know that this is very important. What is pi in this case? What's pi in this question?
3.14.
Pi is equal to
3.14.
pi is equal to 3.14. What is the radius in this case? What is the radius?
4.
The radius is what?
4.
The radius is 4 centimeters.
4.
Right? And so the circumference is 2 times pi times r. So we have to multiply 2 times pi, and what is pi? Pi is what?
3.14.
3.14. Good. So we have to write this line, right? So we have to say, okay, we say that C, which is the circumference, is equal to 2 times 3.14 times 4.
I can't see.
You can't see my screen? You can't see my screen?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. How did you get C equal to?
2 times pi times r. That's the formula. That's the formula. So the formula for the circumference is 2 times pi times r. So you always use that. So C is equal to 2 times pi times r. What is pi? Pi is what? 3.14. And what is 4? 4 is what? 4 is the radius, right? Okay, so let's multiply. What we have to multiply? 2 times 3.14. So let's multiply that. So we have 2 times 3. So we have 3.14.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
I've
Finished the question already.
What's that, Harmony?
No, it's all your newer students, Ty.
What's your name is?
Ty, Thai.
Last name?
Clark.
Clark. Okay, so help me with it then.
All right.
We're gonna multiply 2 times 4. What is 2 times 4?
8. The answer to it is 6.28.
You got 6.28? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And 2 times 1 is what?
2.
Very good. And then 2 times 3 is what?
6.
6. You say you already got your answer. Put your answer inside the chat.
Yep.
Let me see if it's correct. Put your answer
Yes,
inside
sir.
the chat. So what we do is the first thing we do is we multiply 2 times 3.14, and our answer is 6.28. All right. So we say that C is equal to 2 times 3.14 is what? 6.28. So 6.28. But we're not done. We still have to multiply that by what? By 4. Okay. Again, if you're finished with this, put your answer inside the chat. Okay. Anyone got what is 6.2? What is 6.28 times 4? What y'all got?
I got 25.12.
25.12. Anyone else got that?
I get the same thing.
Yes, I got that too.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
25.13.
25.13. 25. Okay, so the first thing that, no problem, Trevon. So the first thing that we're gonna do is the first thing that we did is we multiplied 2 times pi, which is 2 times 3.14, which gives us 6.28. The second thing that we do is we multiply 4 times 6.28. And so help me out with this one. 4 times 8 is what? 4 times 8 is?
32.
32. Put the 2 down, put the 3 up. 4 times 2 is?
8.
4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 3 is what? 8 plus 3 is?
24.
8 plus 3 is? 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. 11. Very good. And then we do 6 times 4 is what?
24.
24 plus 1?
24.
That's gonna be
25.
25. And so our answer is going to be, there's 2 numbers behind the decimal point, so it's going to be what? 25.
5.12
Centimeters. So that means that the circumference is going to be equal to what?
25.12 centimeters.
25.12 centimeters. All right. Don't forget to put your units, centimeters. All right. All right. Let me know if you understand how to do this. Let me know if you understand how I got my answer. Let me know if you understand.
I understand.
I understand.
Let me know if you understand.
I don't understand.
I understand myself.
I understand.
All right. Let me know if you understand.
I
I
understand.
don't understand this at all.
When you're
All
in
right.
the multiplication, you're
Don't
supposed to calculate
understand.
the number.
Wait, one sec. I asked for those who understand, and let me know if they understand. If you understand, please let me know. If you
I
understand.
don't understand.
Yes, sir.
If you understand, let me know.
I do.
You do?
I don't understand.
I understand.
All right.
I do.
I don't understand.
Okay, those who do not understand, let me know. Let me hear you. Who do not understand? Do not.
I don't.
Don't.
I don't
I
understand.
Don't.
I think I understand.
I don't understand.
Okay. Okay, let's redo it. So, for those of you who don't understand, the first thing that we do is, all we're doing is we're using this formula, right? So the formula is, for the circumference, it's 2 times pi times r. That's the formula, all right? Now, in this case, Tiffany, what is pi in this case?
Pi is 3.14.
Very good. Pi is 3.14. And what is the radius? The radius is what?
The radius 4 centimeters.
The radius is 4 centimeters. So instead of writing 2 times pi times r, we write 2 times 3.14 times 4 centimeters. Okay. And then we multiply. Yes, go ahead.
I want to give a suggestion for the people who don't understand.
So we have 2 times 3.14. And what is 2 times 3.14? That's going to be what?
6.28.
6.28.
6.28.
6.28. So 2 times 3.14. All we did is we multiplied 2 times 3.14. And we got 6.28. All right. That's how we got 6.28. And then, remember, we didn't multiply the 4 yet. So we have 6.28 multiplied by 4. And that's going to be what? 25.12. 25.12. And so that's how we get 25.12. All right. Let's do another example. Maybe if with another example, you could be able to get it. All right. So let's do another example. All right. So make sure I write this down in your book.
Mr. Petit, your mic cut off.
My mic cut off? Did my mic cut off or it's just him?
I can hear you still.
Okay. So Jeremiah, check your mic. Check your audio.
Yes, sir.
All right. Some people still is not able to speak. If you're not able to speak, if you're not able to speak, raise your hand so I could unmute you. If you're unable to speak.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. All right. Okay.
Yes, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Never mind, sorry.
You good? All right, so let me
Yes,
move
sir.
this.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I got kicked out.
That's no problem. So I'm gonna put the rest of this.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
can I use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can.
Good afternoon. I just came on. Sorry.
You just came in, so that means you have to pay very close attention because we're going on to example number 2, the second one. So for the second one, what I want you to do, if you know how to do it, you could go ahead and do it and put your answer inside the chat. For the second one, if you know how to do it, you just go ahead and do it. Make sure write your working inside of your book. All right, so let's go ahead and so let me divide this. And so that'll be like that. And let's do another one. So let's say we have, let's make this one, change the fill, let's make this one green. And let's say that the radius was not 4. Let's say that instead the radius was, say, so the radius is half of the diameter, right? So let's say that the radius in this case was, let's say that the radius was, let's say that the radius is 6 feet, right? That's a long radius. All right, if you understand how to do it, go ahead and do it inside of your book. If you do not, let's do it together. So what's the first thing that we're gonna do for this one? We have to do what? Write down our what?
Our pi.
Write down our formula. Yeah.
Our radius.
So the formula is C is equal to 2 times pi times R. Where's Dolly? Dolly, are you there? Where's Dolly?
Yeah, as well.
Can you explain to me how we getting the answer for this?
Oh, so you want to change the pi and the r in the numbers. So you want to, so pi would equal 3.14.
Uh-huh.
And the radius would be 6 feet.
Good. So it's gonna be 2 times 3.14 still times what?
6 feet.
6 feet. Very good.
So,
good. Do we understand the second step before Dolly goes
So
on?
it's like the same thing but different.
Yeah, just the same thing but different. Yeah. Do we understand the second step? Let me know, please. Y'all understand that?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Only one person? The rest of y'all, do y'all understand that?
Yes, so we understand.
Yes, sir.
I understand.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Now go ahead, Dolly. Explain what we're gonna do next.
so we can multiply 2 times 3.14, which again 6.28.
So let's multiply it together again. So we have 3.14 multiplied by what?
2.
By 2. So we multiply these first two numbers, right? So
I'm done.
if you are finished, put your hands inside the chat for me, please. If you're finished, go ahead, Dolly. 2 times 4 is what?
6. Oh, you say 2. You say
Times.
just 1.
Yeah, work it out with me. 2 times 4 is
8.
8. Very good. And 2 times 1 is
2.
2. And then 2 times 3 is
6.
6. So it's gonna be
Mr. Petit.
one moment. There's 2 decimal numbers, so it's gonna be 6.28. Yes, Thurston.
I wanted to know, how do you know which number to multiply pi by?
Oh, you always start with 2. So it's always 2 pi. So you multiply 2 times pi always. All right.
Excuse me, Mr. Pettit. Am I on the right track?
I haven't checked your stuff yet. Oh yeah. You got it.
Mr. Petit, could you check my answer too, please?
I'm gonna be providing an answer. So if you got it right, then you know you got it. Go ahead, Dolly. What else?
Okay, so you can multiply 6.28, which is pi times 6 feet.
Wait. 1 moment. So we have C is equal to
6.28
6.28
times 6 feet.
times 6 feet. Good. And then we take the 6.28. We multiply that by what?
6 feet. So 6.
Multiply by 6, yeah. And we say 6 times 8, Dolly. 6 times 8.
48.
48. Put the 8 down. Put the 4 up. 6 times 4. I mean 6 times 2.
12.
Plus 4.
16.
Is what?
16.
16. Put the 6 down. Put the 1 up. 6 times 6 is
36.
plus 1.
37.
37. So we get 37.68. And so we put for C as a circumference.
37.68 feet.
37.68 feet. Did anyone get 37.68 before me?
I did.
I did.
I did.
All right.
Mr. Petit,
I
this is
did.
very hard at first, but not now.
I got
Now
it.
Looking at it, it's dead easy.
It look hard at first, but now it's looking kind of simple, right?
Yeah.
All right. Good. How many persons understand how I got 37.68? Let me know if you understand.
I do.
I
Me.
do.
I understand.
I got that.
I do.
All right.
I got it.
Good. Anyone who still do not understand, please let me know. Don't be shy. If you still don't understand what we're doing. I'm sure there's someone who don't understand. Don't be shy. Let me know. So we could do it together.
Good day.
Yes, sir.
I understand, but I don't fully understand.
Just Mateo, just wanted to say on the clock.
Okay, okay. Do you understand, Nateo?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Means you could do it again, Mr. Petit, please.
Miss Bethel. Okay, no problem. And who else don't understand?
Me.
Who's that? Aiden or Zion?
Zion.
Okay, let's do it again, Zion. So, Zion, what is the formula for what's the formula for the circumference of the circle? Zion.
2.
2 pi.
2 pi r.
Very good. Yeah, that's the formula right there. That's what we write first. Okay. What is pi in this question?
2.
It says it right there. Pi is
3.14.
3.14. Very good. So instead of putting pi, we put 3.14. Right.
Okay.
And the radius is this number right there, 6 feet. That's why we put 6 feet there. So it's going to be 2 times pi, which is 3.14, times the radius, which is 6. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now all we got to do is multiply. We say 2 times 3.14. We multiply that right there. That gives us 6.28. Right? You understand that?
Yes, sir.
And then we multiply, once we get that number, we multiply 6.28 times 6, and that gives us, when we did that, that gives us 37.68. And that's how we get that right now. That makes sense?
Okay. Thank you.
No
Yes,
problem.
sir.
All right, let's do one more, and then we can do, we can go on to the quiz. So we can do one more before we go on to the quiz. So let me move all of this.
My favorite.
Your favorite. So we have C is equal to 6.28 times what? Times 6 feet.
Excuse me, Mr. Peter.
Petite.
Petite. Is the quiz graded?
Yes, it is. Who's that speaking?
Harmony.
Oh, Harmony. Oh, that's your first time. And we got 37.68. That's what we have. Good. One more example, and then we're gonna be good. Be ready. So let's do one more. So this is gonna be our third circle. How are your circles looking? Are they nice and neat like mine's?
Yeah.
Good. No,
Perfect. I draw this. This is the
They look
first
more
time
like
and I got my
It's
first
not.
perfect circle.
Perfect circle. Okay.
I got a perfect circle.
Perfect
They
circle.
look more like not here.
Not here. Okay. All right. So we have good thing in the exam they give you all the circles, so that's good. The only time you have to actually draw a circle is probably
Thank
God.
when you're doing construction. Yes.
If somebody could draw a perfect circle freehand, I respect you, bro.
Yeah, you know that they have people who could do that. They could draw a perfect circle freehand. Yeah, people could do that.
Could you do it, Miss Buffy?
Close, but I mean, mine's a bit look kind of close, but not it's not a perfect circle. No, not a perfect circle. And I know some persons who could do a decent circle with freehand, a decent one, but not perfect. Now, would it change if I change this way?
No, sir.
No, sir, it would not.
No,
It
because
would.
it would. Who said
no,
it would?
sir.
It would. All right, do number 3 on your own, and put your hands inside the chat for me, please. Do number 3 on your own, and put your hands inside the chat. I need someone to help me with number 3 to explain it.
Do it.
Who's that?
Okay.
Makaya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So Makaya, what's going to be our first step? What's the first thing we're going to do?
The first step is C equal 2 pi.
C is equal to 2 pi r. Good. What's going to be our second step?
The second step is C equal 2 times 3.14 times 13 meters.
Times 13 meters, right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. All right. How many persons have that so far? Now, what else are we gonna do?
I do.
What are we gonna do now, Makaya?
C equal.
We have the multiply, right?
Yes, sir.
These
You
two
have to
numbers are.
multiply 3.14 times 2.
So let's multiply it. So 3.14. So 3.14 multiplied by what? 2. Right? So 2 times 4 is what?
8.
8. 2 times 1 is?
2.
2. 2 times 3 is?
6.
6. So this is going to be 6.28. So we have, what are we going to write?
C equals 6.28 times 13 meters.
So C is equal to 6.28. By the way, put your answers inside the chat for me, please. 6.28 times what?
13 meters.
13 meters, very good. All right, now we're gonna multiply 6.28 by 13, and let's multiply that. So we have what? 6.28 multiplied by what?
Multiplied by 13.
Multiplied by 13. 3 times 8 is what?
24.
Good. We put the 4 down. We put the 2 above. By the way, before I give my answer, what do y'all have? Before I give-
81.64
meters.
81.64 meters.
That's what y'all saying?
81.64 meters.
81.64. All right, that's what we're hearing, Makaya. So let's see if they're right. So 3 times 8 is 24. Put the 4 down, put the 2 up. What is 3 times 2?
84.
No,
6.
3 times 2
6.
plus 2.
8.
8. So we put the 8 down. And we have 3 times 6 is what?
3 times 6 is 18.
3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 6 is 3 times 6 is 18. All right. And so what we're gonna do now, we're gonna put a 0, right?
Yes, sir.
1 times 8 is, what is 0 is here for? That's gonna be a what?
That's a mandatory 0.
Placeholder. So 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 6 is 6. And we add them. 4 plus 0 is 4. 8 plus 8 is
16.
16. Put the 6 down. Put the 1 up. 8 plus 1 is 9. Plus 2 is
11.
11. Yeah. And 6 plus 2 is 8.
8.
So the answer is 81 point what?
I forgot to put the 0.
Yeah, don't forget the 0. So the answer is what? 81 point what?
81.64.
81.64. How many persons got this? 81.64, let me know.
I did.
I got it.
I did.
I
I
did.
did. Hands in the chat.
I did.
Got to add my word.
Very good, be careful. All right, take a picture of your work. I need you to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. My number is, one moment. One moment. My number is, no, the same notes. The same notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let me put my number in the chat. My number is 426-8891. 426-8891. Put your answer inside the chat. Bianna, you say you still don't understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I can explain it to you. Justin? Oh, that's a mandatory 0. You have to always put that.
You just automatically put 0.
Yeah, you have to put that in there. Yeah. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Always put what?
Excuse me.
You have to always put that 0 right there.
See a number in chat.
Mr. Petit. My mommy in here right now, and she have your number, so I have to wait till she come to send it to you.
No, I can send you my number right now. 426-8891. That's my number. So everyone should be able to see that. You can, let me know if y'all could see it in the chat. 426-8891. That's my number.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, ma'am.
you put centimeters and it's meters.
Oh, it's meters. You're right. It is meters. Thank you.
Mr. Petit.
Go ahead.
I have a question, please.
Go ahead.
All right. You see how you have 62.80, right?
2.80. 62.80. Where it is?
No, when you adding.
Where? You mean right here?
Right. Yes, sir.
What happened?
I have 64. I have 64.80.
Oh, you made a mistake. Somewhere you multiplied. You multiplied wrong. Because if you do 3 times 2, not 3 times 2. Because if you do 1 times 8, that's 8.
Yes, sir.
1 times 2 is 2.
That's 2.
And then 1 times 6. No, you can't add the 2 again. You can't add this 2 again.
Oh, that's where you're going wrong.
Yeah, don't add that 2 again. You already added it before. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. How many persons have already done that? You've already taken a picture of this and sent it to me?
I did.
I did.
I need everyone to do that, please.
I did.
White trash.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need to see it. If you understand how to do this, put I inside the chat. If you understand how to do this, put I. If you do not understand, put N. If you understand, please put I. If you do not understand, put N. So I could be able to address those questions. If you understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N. Natasha. Again, if you understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N. All right. I do. Okay. Where's Natasha?
Elijah, just the last. I don't understand.
Which one you don't understand?
The 13. Number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Okay, which one?
Yeah.
Which part?
The one with the 81.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
You mean the one with the
you mean multiplying the 13 by the 6.28?
Yeah, and then you have the add.
Oh, okay. So that's what you do. The first thing you do is you multiply 3 times 6.28, right? And you put that there. Then you put a mandatory 0, right? And then you do 1 times the 6.28, and then you add your result. All right, that's how you do it.
Oh, all right.
That's how we do it. All right. Where's Fiani? Where's Fiani? Where's Fiani? Okay, so Fiani, this is what we do. We always use our formula, 2 pi r. Pi is
2 is always like the formula, or
2 is always the part of the formula. 2 is always a part of it. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to give you a quiz. So I'm gonna put the quiz inside the chat. Once you start the quiz, please put started. Again, once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat. I'm going to put the quiz in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, once you've started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. What do you need in order to pass my quiz? What do you need in order to pass my quiz? What grade do you need
80%.
in order to pass my quiz? You need to get a what?
80%.
You need to get an 80%. The quiz is out of 6. The quiz is out of 20, so that means that you need to get what they call it? You need to get a 16, at least a 16, all right, in order to pass the quiz. All right. All right, how many persons have started the quiz? Let me know if you've started the quiz. Again, it's out of 20.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can you send the quiz by email?
What's the name of this? Who is speaking? Oh, Skylar. I just remember. Skylar. I can. So it's still not working? It never works?
Nope.
Remember, it's I don't know, so on yes or no, so okay. Skylar. All right, make sure you start the quiz. The quiz is based on what we just did. You have to get at least a 16 out of 20 in order to pass the quiz. Again, you must have a 16 or 20 to pass the quiz. Again, once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Again, once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat for me, please. Now, a lot of people I seen whose name is Zoom user, and I don't know who you are. So please put your name. Make sure you put your name on this thing. Vince, where's Vince? Vincent, sorry.
That's so.
You understand what you're doing?
That's so.
Okay, and
Mr.
Satavia.
Pratik, you know them as me.
Say it again.
You know them as me say Zoom music because I didn't log in with my regular
that's
tablet.
Erica.
I on my phone. Yeah, I had to work, so
okay.
I only have it, like I tell you, I only have it in my hands.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta let you. Let me check and see if that's you.
Yes.
I gotta check right now.
Excuse me, Mr. Petite.
Uh-huh.
But like the example on here, I still kind of understand like how where you get the 8 from. I understand like the 84 part, but like when
I get the wait one more. Erica, speak one more time. Let me see.
Hey.
No. I get your name is out. Your name is out.
Okay. Oh, and I forget to tell you, I have all of this information as well, all this notes
I know.
as well.
Yeah, I know that now for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, I saw it from
Right there. So I know if you want to send me something.
I will, but you can't do it now anyway, right?
No.
Yeah, I can send it to you. I can send it to you tonight, so you get it done for
All right,
tomorrow.
so you can do it in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
All right. All right. I want you to take a picture of your work and send them via WhatsApp. No, I mean, do the quiz. Anyone finish the quiz yet? Anyone finish? Let me see. I see Chanel, Freddie, Dean.
But it's kind of an easy quiz, not gonna lie.
Who is that speaking?
Christian.
Christian, what you got?
I finished that, but I just running right through the questions, to be honest.
That's good. That's good. Very good. Chris.
GG 2020.
Very good. 20 out of 20. All right. For those of you who are finished with the quiz, I need you to do this great exercise. Again, for those of you who are finished with the quiz, I need you to do the great exercise.
Mr. Petit, I got a 20 or a 20.
I'm done. I got a 20 or a 20.
Me too. All right. Once you finish with the quiz, I need you to do the great exercise that's on the screen. The great exercise is for those who are finished with the quiz. Oh, Shekinah, you was asking me a question. I didn't address the question.
Oh, that was for like the examples on the other page.
What you didn't understand about it?
Okay, I understand like when you like 6.28 times 16 and I get 84, but I don't want to know how you got like 18 at the front of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
18. Oh, you mean that right there?
Yes, sir.
3 times 6.
Oh, okay. I understand now. Sorry.
No problem.
Excuse me,
For those of you who are
Petit.
finished with the quiz, I need you to work on this great exercise that's on the screen.
I got a 20 out of 20.
Anyone else got a 20 or a 20? Besides.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
did.
I did.
That's good.
I did.
That's good. Work on the questions that's on the screen, please. Write it down in your book. Yes, Amaya.
I accidentally pressed like the wrong answer, but I wrote the right one down.
What you got on the quiz?
I was supposed to get a 20 out of 20, but I pressed the wrong one. But I got the last one. It's the one I got wrong. But other than that, I got everything else right.
I got a 20 out of 20.
Mr. Petit, I get
I
a
got
20.
a 20 out of 20.
Mr. Petit, I got 20 out of 20.
Miss Petit, I got 20 out of 20.
20 out of 20. You want this in
Yes.
the book?
Yeah, right. For those who are finished, right there, put your answer.
We're all
For those who are
children of
finished,
potential.
very good. For those who are finished, I need you to do the you know what? Don't do it in your book. Just put the answers inside the chat. Don't do it in your book. Just put your answers.
Exercise?
Yeah, the great exercise. Just put the answer inside the chat. Don't do it in your book. That could take too long.
Oh.
Just put the answer inside the chat. I need y'all to finish with your first quiz. How many persons are
I got a
finished?
20.
20 out of 20, very good. Malia, Delavo, you need to redo your quiz.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, sorry, but that could you tell me the passing grade, please?
It's 16, and I think you got an 18.
Yes, sir.
Where's your brother?
Miss Petit could bring it up a little
Read
more.
that.
I don't see his
number.
I don't see his thing. I don't see his
Thank you.
no problem. I don't see his stuff. I need everyone to do the quiz.
I think he's still doing it.
Okay. All right. Some people are not finished the quiz. Where is Dolly?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I got a 20 out of 20.
We doing these in our book?
No, put the answer inside the chat. For those of you who are finished with the quiz, the work that's on the screen, you need to do it in the chat. Don't write it down. Just put the answer inside the chat.
28 multiplied by 7.
Where is Dolly?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Right there.
You finish your quiz?
Yes, sir.
What you got?
At 20, at 20.
I don't see it.
Dave Griffin is the name.
Oh, Dave. Okay. All right, good. Dave, did you send me the notes?
I get 20 out of 20.
I guess I already.
Yeah, take a picture of your notes and send it to me. All right. Anyone else finished with the quizzes? Let me know if y'all finished with the quiz.
I'm done.
You done?
Mr. Petit, I get 20 out of 20.
Very good.
Excuse me, Mr.
Yes, Trayvon, what your question is?
I got 20 out of 20.
Very good, Aiden. Yes, say it again. Remember the passing score is 16. So make sure like resend the quiz.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, I got 20 out of 20.
Very good. If I need to
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Yes. Let me resend the quiz. Wait, one moment. Let me resend the quiz. Go ahead. You have a question for me?
I was telling you that I came in class a little bit late. I took a picture of the notes and I'm writing that down now because I came in class a little bit late because I was doing a project for school and it ran on a little longer than I thought it would.
Oh, okay. So I'm going to put the quiz inside the chat too. So you could also do that once you finish with the notes. All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's go. How many persons have finished the quiz? Because I want to move on. And I want to know if y'all finished with the quizzes.
I am.
Okay, that's good. All right, so let's quickly go over the answers to these. For number one, what y'all got for number one? For number one, what y'all got for number one?
43.96 centimeters.
43.96 centimeters.
6
Very
centimeters.
good. What y'all got for number two?
I'm not done with the quiz.
I got
31.40 meters.
You got what for number two?
31.40.
Very good. 31.40 centimeters. What y'all got for number
You
three?
can see all the answers.
56.52 feet.
Very good. 56.52 feet. Very good. And what we get for number four? I got 87.
87.92 yards.
That's what I got too. 87.92. What y'all got for number four? I mean number five. I got 106.76. So y'all didn't reach number five yet.
I got that.
I got
number
that.
6, I got 182.12.
Yes, I got that too.
Number 6 is 182.12. All right.
Yes, I got that.
Okay, good. Perfect. All right, how many persons got? All right. How many persons finished with the quiz before I move on to this next thing? Persons finished with the quiz before I move on to the next part.
I'm done.
You done? All right.
Done.
Good. So let's turn our attention to this because we have the, oh boy, I hope you have enough time. I have to teach y'all one more thing that is going to be important for us to do. All right, so we have to quickly do this.
I'm done.
You're done? That's good. Okay, so for this one, you have to pay very close attention. Please pay attention because it's going to be, you're going to need to know how to do this one.
You answer this in the chat too?
No, this is, I'm going on with the next part. So let's move on. So please turn your attention to the screen. Hopefully everyone is finished with their quiz. So let's move on. All right, so write this down for me, please. So we're gonna actually define what we mean by radius and diameter. So understanding, so radius versus diameter. So write this down for me, please. Write this in your book. So this is the next part that I need you to do. So
I just finished with the quiz and I got a 20 out of 20.
that's Ray.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So the radius of a circle.
Mr. Petit, not to interrupt, but I just finished. I got 20 out of 22.
Who's that speaking?
Excuse me, Miss.
Very good, Jessica.
Mr. Petit, I finished the quiz and I also got a 20 out of 20.
That's excellent.
I finished the quiz. I got a 18 out of 20.
Okay, that's good.
I finished the quiz, I get a 20 out of 20.
Yes, Kanan, we know. Yes, Kanan.
I finished the quiz. I get a 20 out of 20.
That's good. All right, so the radius of a
All of us
circle,
are in 20s.
most persons got all right. So the radius of a circle is half of the diameter of the circle. It is a line segment that starts at the center. Write this down for me, please. That starts at the center. Rayshawn Cartwright, are you writing this down? Of the circle.
Yes.
Very good. And Anaya Monroe, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
And Antoine, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
That's good. So it is a line segment that starts at the center of the circle and ends at the edge of the circle. The diameter is different. So Jatina Gilton, are you writing this down? Jatina Gilton, are you writing this down?
Yes, sir.
So diameter is different. The diameter of a circle. Tavana, are you writing this down? Is a line. Tavana, are you writing this down?
I can be excused, please.
Yes, we can.
You could send me the work because I had to go do something.
No problem. Please message me and let me know that, okay? So I could remember.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So the diameter.
Mr. Petit, you was meaning me.
Not Stavonia. I'm talking to Tavana. Tavana, can you hear me? So diameter is a line that passes through the center of the circle and meets. Tyreek, are you writing this down? Where's Tyreek? The circumference.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Circumference at opposite ends. Now, if we were to compare the two, which one is longer, the diameter or the radius?
Diameter.
Which one is longer, diameter or radius?
Diameter.
Diameter.
The diameter.
Diameter. So diameter of a circle is a line that passes through the center of the circle and meets the circumference at opposite ends. The diameter, how much longer is the diameter compared to the radius?
Half, 2 times longer.
Twice as long, yeah. So diameter is twice as long as the radius. Amaya, can you read this to me, please?
The radius of a circle is half of the diameter of the circle. It is a line segment that starts at the center of the circle and ends at the edge of the circle. The diameter of a circle is a line that passes through the center of the circle and meets the circumference at opposite ends. The diameter is twice as long as the radius.
Thank you. Diameter is twice as long as the radius. Alexia Brown, where's Alexia Brown? Can you hear me? Okay, and are you writing this down, Alexia? Okay, good. And Xavier Cooper, where's Xavier? Xavier, are you there? Xavier Cooper. I can't hear you, Xavier. I don't know why. Xavier Miller, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, read the paragraph for me.
The radius of a circle is half the diameter of the circle. It is a line segment that starts at the center of the circle and ends at the edge of the circle. The diameter of a circle is a line that passes through the center of the circle and meets at the circumference at opposite ends. The diameter is twice as long as the radius.
Very good. So this circle right here, if we look at this line segment, this one is the diameter, and this one is the radius. All right, so this is the diameter and this is the radius. All right. So which one is longer?
The diameter.
The
diameter.
The diameter is longer. Diameter is longer. All right. So diameter is twice as long. All right. Yashalisha, you understand this? Yashalisha?
It's pronounced Yalisha. Yes, sir.
Yalisha, I'm sorry.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mm-hmm.
So does that make the diameter? Because you know we use the. Okay, never mind. I think it would make sense. I'll wait and see.
You'll wait and see. Okay. No problem. Okay, so now when we are trying to figure out the radius, I mean the circumference, we typically are given, I mean, at least the questions I gave you, I just used the radius. I gave you the radius. But what happens when they give you the diameter? What must you do? Right? So if they give divide by what?
2.
Divide by 2. Very good.
Divide by 2.
Very good. Why?
Because the radius is half of the diameter.
Exactly. So this is very important. So when finding the circumference of the circle, and you are given the diameter and not the radius, the first thing you must do is you must divide the diameter by 2 in order to use the formula. All right. So that's what we're going to be looking at. So in order to, if they give us the radius, sorry, if they give us the diameter, you're gonna divide that diameter by 2 in order for you to use the formula. All right. Where's Kaden? Kaden Dean, are you there?
Excuse me, Mr. B.
One moment. Kaden Dean, are you there? Where's Kaden?
Hello? Right, Joe.
Did you do the quiz yet? The first quiz?
Yes, sir.
What you got on it?
20 out of 20.
Very good. You understand what we're doing so far?
Yes, sir.
Read this section that's in orange when finding.
When finding the
circumference
of the circle and you are given the diameter, you must divide the diameter by 2 in order to use the formula.
Very good. If you are finished with this notes, how many persons are finished with this slide? I mean, if you're
Me.
I am not.
I'm almost
finished yet.
All right, take a picture of it and send it to me if you're finished with this slide, because we gotta go on to the next one. How many persons are finished again with this slide?
Me. Not me.
How many?
Me.
Aiden.
I am.
Not me either, not me.
Okay, who's not finished with it? Who's not finished?
Me.
Okay.
I'm not.
You're not.
Me.
Okay. All right, good. So again, when you are
not.
Okay, you're not. When you're trying to find the diameter, when you're trying to find the circumference and you are giving the diameter, in order to find the circumference, you have to divide that diameter by 2. All right, you have to divide the diameter by 2. And the reason why you're dividing the diameter by 2 is because you're not looking at the radius. You're not given the radius. You have to find the radius. So you're going to take whatever your diameter is, you're going to take that and divide it by 2. Where's Crimson? Is Crimson now? Where's Crimson?
Yes, sir.
What did you get on the quiz?
I got a 20 out of 20.
So you understand what we're doing so far?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Where's Wyatt? Wyatt, are you there?
Mr. Petit, I'm finished.
That's good. Wyatt, are you there? Where's Wyatt?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Wyatt, did you finish the quiz?
I don't have to complete the show too.
Wyatt, did you complete the quiz?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just finished it.
Okay. All right. What you got on the quiz, Wyatt?
Yeah, I got 18.
Got 18. Did you understand what we're doing so far, Wyatt? Or no? Wyatt, do you understand what we're doing or no?
I just finished the quiz, so I gonna start looking now.
Okay. I mean the quiz thing. Did you understand that?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mhm.
So, are we supposed to draw a box to write that thing that the orange box in?
You can, but you can just write it below.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So are we finished with the slide? Can I move this? Are y'all still writing this down?
I still doing it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Den's on. True.
Instead of times in the radius by 2, you could just use the diameter times pi to find the answer.
You could do that. That's another formula, pi d. So, but I don't like to teach pi d. That's just a preference. I don't like to teach pi d, but you could just do pi d. Pi times the diameter. So I don't want to be teaching 2 formulas, right? But that's another way you could do it. Just multiply pi times the diameter. All right. Okay. Alexander, you have this written down?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Denvor, do you have this written down? Denvor Lockhart.
Yes, sir.
Denvor, did you do the quiz?
Yes, sir.
What you got on it?
17.
17, okay. And Dave, do you have this written down?
Hello.
Did you send the first notes?
Yes, I think I just said it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's move on. By the way, take a picture of if you finish. You all have to take a picture of this and write this down.
I'll take a picture right now.
Take a
Mr.
picture
Petty.
of it and write it down because I have to move on. If you don't have this notes, take a picture of it and write it down because we have to go on to the next slide. So, all right, so let's move on. So with the next slide, so let's say, for example, we have a question where we have to find the radius. I mean, not the radius, but we have to find examples. So you have to find the circumference. So you have to find the circumference of the circle, but in this case, they don't give you the diameter. They just give you. Yes, Ethan.
I wasn't finished writing.
Okay, I said that you're supposed to take a picture of this. Quickly take a picture.
Yes, sir.
Quickly take a picture of that. All right. So let's say you have to find the circumference again. So in each case, yes.
Can you put the previous thing back up for a second, please?
All right, no problem.
Thank you.
Genesis, did you do the quiz?
I sent you a message that said I didn't finish it, but I'll finish it after class because I wanted to get to this writing this down.
Okay, no problem. All right, so in each case, I want to find the circumference of the circle. So let's say that you have a circle, and let's say that they give you a circle and they want you to find the circumference, but the circle that they give you, the radius is not given. You have to find the radius. So let's say that you are given this circle And let's say that the circumference is, say, 16 centimeters. Not the circumference, the diameter is 16 centimeters. Put your hands inside the chat if you think you know how to do it. You don't have to wait on me. But in this question, the first thing that we're gonna do is we have to, oh, Mike, I just say use pi as 3.14. So we're gonna use pi. So insert use pi. So use pi as 3.14. So pi is equal to 3.14. All right, so yeah, you can put your hands inside the chat if you know how to do it. But the first thing that we're gonna do is we need to figure out, okay, what is the radius? Well, let's start off with pi. What is pi in this question? Pi is what?
3.14.
3.14. Good. What is the radius? What is the radius?
8.
What is the radius?
16 centimeters.
The radius is 8 or 16?
8.
The radius is what?
8.
8.
I think it's 8 because that's half.
What is the diameter? The diameter is what?
8 is
16.
The diameter is 16. But the radius is going to be what?
8.
Yeah, half of that. So 16 divided by 8. 16 divided by 2 is 8.
8.
Good. Why is that? Because the diameter is, the radius is half of the diameter. Half of it. All right. So let's use our formula. Now we can use our formula. So what's the formula for the circumference of the circle? C is equal to what?
Pi squared.
2 pi r.
Or.
So C is equal to what? What is pi? 2 times what?
3.14.
3.14.
3.14. But what is our radius? Is it 16?
Our radius would be 8.
Our radius would be 8. 8. And so we say that C is equal to 2 times 3.14 is what? We should know that by now.
6.28.
6.28.
6.28.
6.28. And we could always verify that because 3.14 multiplied by 2. We say what? 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 3 is
6.
6. So it's going to be 6 points. What? 28. So we have C is equal to 6.28 times what? Times
6.
Times 8. What did y'all get?
Are we
50.20
or
24.
What y'all got?
50.24.
What y'all got?
50.24.
50.24.
50.24. Okay. Sasha, do you have a question for me?
I was wondering, are we multiplying or dividing for this one?
We already divided to get our radius. Once we got that once we got our radius, then we could continue everything as follows. All right?
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, and then we have 6.28. What are we gonna do with the 6.28?
We're gonna multiply that by 8.
Multiply that by
8.
8. So 6.28 multiplied by 8.
8.
All over. So 8 times 8 is what?
64.
64.
64. Put the 4 down. Put the 6 up.
Put the 6 on top.
8 times 2 is what?
16.
16 plus 6.
Which would bring that to 22.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. Put the 2 down.
And put the 2 on top of the 6.
Put the 2 on top, yeah. 8 times 6 is what?
48.
48 and the 2
48
makes
plus 2?
50.
50. Very good. So it's going to be 50.24.
24.
That's correct. So
Yes,
anyone
sir.
got 50.24? How many of you got 50.24?
Me, I got that.
I did. Me.
Yeah, I got 50.24.
50.24.
I got it.
50.24. How many persons got it before me? Before me?
I did.
I did.
I did.
Okay. How many persons?
I did.
How many persons do not understand what I just did? You just don't understand what I just did. If you do not understand, let me know.
Not too much.
Not too much. Miss Cash. Who do not understand what I just did?
Not too much ice can make
I understand.
You could do it again, please. Like how I said.
Can you explain the how you get 8 centimeters, please?
Oh, I got 8. That's so bad. Okay. All right. Anyone else who do not understand? I just want to see.
Like I said, I same part too. The
8.
instead
Okay.
of the 16.
The 16. Good.
I don't understand.
Gosh. Okay. Okay. No problem. Anyone else who do not understand? Do not. Okay. Miss Bethel.
Mr. Petit,
Yes.
please correct me if I'm wrong. So with the first one, the first one that we did, we were given the radius.
Yes.
Here we are trying to find the radius in order to know. Okay, understand.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the only difference.
And in
So
order to find the radius, you have to divide by 2.
yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
You always divide by 2, half of it. So remember the last time we were, very good point. The last time we were given the radius, so it was just half of it. So we were given it and we didn't have to divide none by 2 or nothing. But this time we are given the diameter. And the diameter is this long thing. We don't need all that. We just need half of it. All right. So we know that pi is 3.14. We know that. Okay. And so in order to find the radius, we have to take 16 and divide it by 2. Class, what is 16 divided by 2? That's what?
8.
That's 8. So
That's 8.
good. So that means that when we
So every time when we see this long line, that means we have to divide.
Very good point. Every time you see this long line and not one number for that long line, then you have to divide it by 2 before you could start use your formula. That makes sense?
Okay, thank you.
That makes sense. All right. So does that clear it up for y'all? Or I still need to explain some more? The rest of you, Shana, Carla, Bethel.
I understand that. Thank
Sure.
you.
Okay.
I understand it, Mr.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, you remember in the other case when you say you bring down the 0?
Mm-hmm.
In which case do we bring the 0 down in the other one we were doing earlier?
Oh, you want to bring that when you multiply?
I can answer that. I have 2 numbers instead of 1.
Yes. So, like she said, Miss Cash, we are multiplying 6.28 by 8. So we don't have to bring down no 0. But if we were multiplying 6.28 by, say, 14 or 12 or 18, then we would have to, bring down the 0 and stuff. All right?
Oh, okay.
Good question.
All right. I understand then.
Good. Yes, go ahead, sir.
When you multiply, right? I try to figure out if I supposed to bring the higher number, like carry the higher number, or leave the higher number to the bottom and carry the lower number.
Okay. So that's how you do it. The one that's in the ones place, you let that stay. The one that's in the tens place, you put that up. It doesn't matter if it's higher or lower. Whatever one is in the ones place, you put that below. Whatever one that's in the tens place, you put that above. All right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem. All right, so let's do another one. So let's say we have, if you know how to do it on your own, then go ahead and do it. You don't have to wait on me. But if you do not, then we have to do it together. So let's say that we have, say, what if I do it slanted? Is that still the diameter?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so the diameter. So let's say in this case we use, say, let's say we use 18. Okay. What is pi in this question? By the way, if you know how to do it, go right ahead and do it. If you don't, then you could. What is pi in this question?
3.14.
Pi is 3.14. That's good. So that's pi is 3.14. What is the diameter in this question? The diameter. What is the diameter?
9.
What is the diameter? What is the diameter? What is the diameter?
Does.
What is that? What is the diameter?
Divided by 2.
18.
The diameter is 18.
The diameter is 18. Remember, the diameter is the long one. The long one. The diameter is 18. What is now? What is the radius?
9.
Half of it. So 18 divided by 2. So is 18 divided by 2, which is what?
9.
It's 9. All right. All right. Do we understand how we got that? Let me know before I move on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
With the radius.
Yes, sir.
Where is who still don't understand this so far? Let me know if you don't understand. Okay, so now that we got it, we have the radius. Now we got to use the formula, right? So C is equal to where's what you saying, Trevon? Trevon, you saying something? Trevon, please type because I can't hear you. If you're trying to say something, please type. No, type because I can't hear you. Your mic is not good. So type for me, please. Go ahead. Where's Fiani? Fiani Katri? Yes, Fiani. Fiani? Fiani? Where's Fiani? I can't have from you say you have the answer, okay. I can't have from Fiani. Go ahead, Elcha store. Where's Elcha?
Yes, sir.
We're gonna say 2 times what? 2 times pi times what? Elcha? 2 times pi.
Excuse me, you tell me if my answer correct.
One moment. Elcha, where's Elcha? I can't have from Elcha. Nathan, where's Nathan? Nathan,
Yes,
can you? So we have 2 times pi times what?
2 times pi times 9.
Times r, right?
Yes, sir.
What is pi?
Petit, you could check
Pi
my
is
answer on the chat, please.
13.4. Sorry, 3.14.
3.14, very good. So it's gonna be 2 times 3.14. Because that's pi. What is r?
R is the circumference divided by 2, so that'd be 9.
You mean the diameter divided by 2, so it's 9.
Sorry, yeah, my bad.
Okay, good. Good. And so we have 2 times 3.14 times 9, right? Okay, so
Yes,
what are we gonna do in this case?
we're gonna times the 2 by 3.14.
Very good. So when we multiply it, let's see, it's gonna be 3.14.
We're gonna get 6.28.
Very good. So 3.14 multiplied by 2. 2 times 4 is what?
8.
2 times 1 is?
2.
2 times 3 is?
6.
6. So it's gonna be 6.28. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
So it's gonna be 6.28 Times what?
Times 9.
9. What answer y'all got? Like final answer.
56.52.
56.
56.52.
56.52.
56.52 centimeters.
56, decimal 52.
56.52.
56.52.
56.52. Okay. All right. So let's hope that we are right with that. So
that's wrong.
That's wrong? What you got?
It's 56.52 centimeters.
Centimeters. You're starting to be like me now. You're starting to be like me now. That's cool. All right.
Good thing I added centimeters.
You add the centimeters. Okay. So it's gonna be centimeters. Who's asking that question? Who's asking the question? Aiden? Oh, we end at 9. 9 times 8 is what? That's what is 9 times 8?
72.
72. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 7. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25. Put the 5 down. Put the 2 above. Right? 9 times 6 is what? 9 times 6.
52.
9 times 6 is 54. 54. 54 plus 2. 54 plus 2.
On the back. 56.
56. It's going to be 56.52. And so that means that the circumference of the circle is going to be equal to 56.52
centimeters.
Centimeters. How many persons got that? Let me know if you got that, please.
I got that.
I got it.
I got
it.
Very good.
I got it.
Very good. If you understand,
got it.
very good. If you understand what to do, please put I in the chat. If you understand what to do, please put I inside the chat. If you do not understand, please put N. If you don't understand, please put N. But if you understand, put I. If you do not understand, please put N. If you don't understand, please put N. But if you understand, put I inside the chat. All right. Deonce, where's Deonce?
Yeah.
I need you to explain how we got 56.52, please, because Satazia said that she didn't understand. So I need to explain how we got 56.52. Where's Satazia? Are you there, Satazia?
Yes, sir.
Okay, she's gonna explain it to you. Please. What part don't you understand, Satazia? Which part?
I don't understand how you got 56.52.
Just that part?
That's all.
But you understand other steps?
Kind of.
Kinda. What you got on the first quiz?
I got 18.
18, okay. Okay, so Deonce, explain this to her, please. Start with the formula. By the way, wait, one moment. By the way, I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Badi. Excuse me, Mr. Badi.
Yes, Fiani?
I was saying, like, for the work I did miss.
Yes,
like, because I came late. Will it be on, like, your channel?
It will be on the channel, yes. And I'll also send it to you I'll send them on my phone tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Go ahead, Deonce, explain it to me, please.
Okay, so the formula is 2 times pi times r. But first, in order to complete this equation, we have to find the radius because we're only given the diameter. To find the diameter, you have to divide the diameter by 2. I mean, sorry. So to find the radius, you have to divide the diameter by 2. So when you divide 18 by 2, it will give you 9, which is our radius. And then you have to multiply 3.14 by 2, which will give you 6.28. And then after that, you just multiply 6.28 by our radius, which is 9. And then you get 56.52.
Explain how we got 56.52, that part, with the multiplication.
By multiplying 6.28 by our radius.
Like, explain the multiplication, like, you know what I mean? Like 9
Okay.
times 8, yeah, like that.
Okay. So 8 times 9 would be 72.
I know what you mean.
Go ahead.
9 times 2, oh.
Go ahead, Deontay.
Oh, okay. 9 times 2 is 18. 18 plus 7 is 25. Carry the 2 by the 6, and then 6 times 9 is 54. 54 plus 2 is 56.
Very good. And so it's 56.52 centimeters. That makes sense? That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. So we're about to do the quiz. We're about to do the quiz right now. I'm going to put the quiz inside the chat. What is the passing score for my quizzes?
80%.
80%.
80% or above. 80% or above. Now, if you do not get 80%, that means that you have to redo the quiz. That's what that means. So let's see. Where did I put these quizzes? All right, there we go. So I'm going to put the quiz inside the chat. Again, once you start the quiz, please put started inside the chat. Again, once you start the quiz, please put start inside the chat. I'm going to put the quiz inside the chat in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, the quiz is inside the chat. Remember, the passing score is 80%. Again, please put started inside the chat for me. I need everyone to do the quiz. I need everyone to do the quiz. Uh-huh.
Can you send it by Gmail?
This is Skylar. Skylar, you got the first one?
Yes.
Yes, sir, or no, sir, remember? And again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
Mr. Petit, can I get my charger for my computer, please?
Yes, you can. I need everyone to be doing the quiz. Once you have started the quiz, please put started inside the chat. The passing score for this quiz is, what is the passing score again? What is the passing score?
80%.
80%. 80%. Make sure, please. Yes, Antio. You have a question, Antio? Maybe you want me to put it back inside the chat. All right, make sure, please do the quiz. Also take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I need everyone to do that for me, please.
Can you resend it, please?
Who's that speaking?
Reneel Oliver.
Reneel Oliver. Okay, no problem. Reneel, were you here for the first part of this class?
Yes, sir.
Did you do the first quiz?
Yes, sir.
What you got for the first time?
16 out of 20.
16?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and did you send me your notes?
Not yet.
You have to do that. Do you have my number?
Yes, sir.
My number is 426-8891. Please send in your notes and also do the quiz. By the way, once you finish with the quiz, take a screenshot of your grade and send it to me as well. Aiden, Richie, you understand what you're doing, Aiden?
I do. It's very easy.
Very easy. Okay, good.
24 out of 24.
All right. Sharon Spencer. Where's Sharon Spencer? Sharon Spencer, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Did you send me your notes and stuff already?
No, sir. I'll do that right now.
Yeah, take a picture of your notes and send it to me. I need everyone to be sending me their notes as well. Don't just do the quiz. Send me also your notes as well. Stanisha? Where's Stanisha? Stanisha, can you hear me? Where's Tanisha?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
You just finished that, the quiz?
I'm doing it now.
Okay. Tanisha, did you send me your work already?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. For those of you who are finished with the quiz, please answer these questions in the chat. That will be Cleveland and company. If you're finished with the quiz, please answer these questions in the chat for me. Chanel Jones, where's Chanel Jones? Chanel?
Chanel Penn? Oh.
No, Chanel Jones. Chanel Jones.
Okay.
Jones.
Okay. Thank you.
Where's Chanel? Oh, Chanel, your mic is not working because I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You working on a quiz now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Cameron? Cameron, where's Cameron?
Yes, sir.
What are you working on?
What's it called? The sequence right now.
I see your notes though. I just
The
seen the
notes.
Yeah, you also have to send me the notes as well. All right.
Oh, okay. I forgot to send you the notes. I can take a
Yes.
picture right now.
Yeah, send me. Take a picture and send me.
Yes, sir.
I'm first with the first
For everything or just the sequence?
No, for all them. For all them. That's a part of it. I need to see your notes as well. Christina Scrawn.
You don't
Yes.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Mr. Petit, they go to 20.
You don't have a problem with me rewatching the videos, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yes, sir.
Christina, what you want now?
I'm going on question 2 now.
For trig?
Yes, sir.
You understand it or no?
Yes, sir. The reason I was just starting a few minutes ago because I was on a meeting for school.
No problem.
Yes, sir.
And
Mr.
but let me know if you
Petit,
have any
I got it.
questions. One moment.
I got 24 to 24.
Who's saying that? They got 24 to 24. Elvin?
Evelyn.
Okay, Elvin, very good. If you have Evelyn, sorry. If you are finished with your quiz, please answer the questions that are on the screen. Put your answers inside the chat.
Without working it out.
You can work it out. You can work it out in your book. Work it out in your book and put your answers inside the chat.
Hello.
All right. I only saying put your answers inside the chat. You don't have to like not do the working. Anaya Monroe, where's Anaya? Where's Anaya Monroe?
Yes, sir.
Anaya, have you done the quiz as yet?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are you working on now?
The quiz.
Which quiz? The second one, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Clarenton. Where's Carrington?
Yes, sir.
What are you working on now?
I don't know. Quiz.
See, I'm done. I got a 24 to 24.
It's pronounced Carrington.
Carrington?
Carrington.
Pronounce it again.
Carrington.
Carrington. And what's your last name?
Hopkins.
Hopkins?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's probably easy to pronounce, Hopkins. And where's Harmony?
Here.
You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Kimberly?
This Mr. Petit, write this in our books?
No, don't write this in your books. Answer inside the chat. Don't answer in your book. Answer inside the chat. Where's Kimberly?
Yes, sir.
What are you working on?
The questions on the screen.
Okay. Where's Nateo Green?
Yes, sir.
Did you finish with the first quiz?
Yes, sir.
You want the second one now?
Yes, sir.
Did you send me your notes for the night?
Yes, sir.
That's good. And Isaiah, where's Isaiah?
I'm here.
What you want now?
I'm on.
Mr. Petit, I got 18. That do that over?
No, 18 is, wait a minute. I just realized this thing out of 24. Oh, this is out of 24.
I
So that
got that
means,
away.
wait. Yeah, you have to do it over. You,
18, 19,
yeah, you have to do it over.
22.
So 20
You have to get a 20.
and above.
I got
20.
a 22.
Yeah, once you get a 20 and above, you have to get a 20 and above in order to pass my quiz. 20 and above, 20 and above. If you only get a 20 and above, you have to redo it. Azara, you need to redo my quiz. Zoe, you need to redo my quiz. Rashan, you need to redo my quiz. Patrick, that's good. Isaiah, you have to redo the quiz. If you get lower than a 20, you have to redo it. Rashan Cartwright, where's Rashan? Or Rayshan Cartwright? Rayshan Cartwright, please redo the quiz.
So
I got 24 out of 24.
I get a 24 out of
I
24.
got 24 out of 24.
That's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. Where is Kendra Clark?
Mr. Petit, I get 100%.
Okay, that's good. Where's Kendra Clark?
This is Crimson. It's just that I'm under my mom's name. Can you please resend the link for the quiz, please?
What's your name again?
Crimson.
Crimson. Yeah, that's the name. Resend the quiz. I will do that right now. You all do not have forever to do the quiz because we're going to go to English. So that means that you have to quickly do this quiz. All right. How many persons are finished with the questions that was on the screen?
I guess it's going to start.
It's gonna start.
Mr. Petit, I got a 22 out of 24.
All right, that's good.
I got 22 or 24.
22 out of
I
24.
got 20. I got 20 out of 24.
20 out of 24. Okay.
Yes.
Mr.
All right.
Petit, if you get 20 out of 24, that's good?
20 out of 24 is the lowest you could get. If you get anything lower, then you have to redo it.
I got a 24 to 24.
That's good. All right.
I
So
got
let's.
24 to 24.
That's good. That's good. All right. So let's go over these questions. What y'all got for number one? I got for number one.
50.24.
50.24. I got 50.24.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
I got 50.24 too. What y'all got for number two?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. Maybe please be excused.
Yes, quickly. What y'all got for number two? Number two, what y'all got?
75.36 centimeters.
75.36.
Centimeters.
I got that too. 75.36. What do we have for number three? I got 100.48. Did y'all get that?
Yeah. So.
Okay. Number four, I got 31.40. Anyone got that? 31.40. Okay. And I got for number five, I got 78.50. For number five, I got 78.50. Anyone? I got 78.50 for number five. For number six, I got 113.04. For number six, I got 113.04. All right, those are the answers. Anyone got all these? Let me know if you got all these. Let me know, please.
I did. You go to number 2.
I
Okay.
got all.
Oh, I did some.
I'm done.
Where's Genesis? Where's Genesis?
I just sent you a message.
Which part? Which one? The first one or the second one?
The recent one.
The most recent one. So you did the first one with good, but the second one you don't understand. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying that I didn't really understand what we were doing. So until I feel confident, like I'll go over this lesson again with my mom. And then when I feel confident, then I'll complete the tests.
Okay, that's no problem. Do you have so I have to send the test to you. All right. But have you at least taken,
Okay, thank you.
so you have at least taken down the notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. All right, good.
Mr. Petit, I get 24 to 24.
24 to 24, that's good. All right, let's move on. We have to move on to English. So we're gonna transition over to English. So let's go. Good. So we're gonna move on to English because we're done with math. All right. Let's head up. Today is, so please stop what you're doing in math. Stop what you're doing in math. If you have not finished with that, then you have to do it after class or for tomorrow. All right, but we have to move on to English studies. So stop what you're doing in the math. Let's move on to English. So today is Monday. Monday the what? The 30th of September.
2024.
2024. Subject is, of course, English language. Again, everyone should be writing this down. Everyone should be writing this down. And the topic is going to be looking at, now we're going to start looking at the things that would make your writing interesting, that would develop it, right, properly. Things that would develop it properly. And so we're talking about literary devices that would be able to develop your writing properly, make it stand out, and also help you to be able to assess other person's writing to see if they are, to be able to critically analyze it. All right. So we're going to be looking at,
Maybe excuse.
Who's this speaking?
Camilla.
For how long? Oh yeah, yes you can, yes you can, yes you can. Okay. So the topic is, we're going to be looking at oxymoron and paradox. Oxymoron and paradox. How many persons know what we mean by oxymoron and paradox? Yes, you can, quickly. Anyone ever heard of oxymoron and paradox?
I know what is meant by
No,
an
sir.
oxymoron.
I've heard of oxymoron, but I've never heard of paradox.
I feel like I've heard the word oxymoron, but
okay.
I don't know.
That's a
And
chemical.
I've heard paradox.
No, it's not a chemical. No. All right. Let's start off with oxymoron.
Sounds like
then.
one.
Let's start off with oxymoron then, and then we can go into paradox. All right. So these are what we call literary devices. All right, and there are a bunch of literary devices that we have. We have the metaphor. Everyone know about the metaphor, right? You have
Yes, sir.
you have simile, right? So, and then you have irony. And you have automatopoeia, you have personification.
Diction.
Hyperbole.
Hyperbole, right?
Diction.
Diction is not a literary device.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia, very good. So today we're going to be looking at oxymoron and paradox. So those are what we call literary devices we use. So let's write this down. By definition, an oxymoron. So oxymoron is a literary device that juxtaposes, that means put two things together. So that juxtaposes contradictory, or opposing ideas within a brief phrase. So oxymoron is basically when two things are opposite. They're literally opposite. They're literally the opposite of each other. But we put them together and somehow they make sense, even though they're the opposite of each other. That's why I'd say juxtaposes contradictory or opposing ideas into one phrase. All right. That's what we mean by an oxymoron. So go ahead. What's her name? Is Amaya here?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you read the definition for oxymoron?
Oxymoron is a literary device that juxtaposes contradictory or opposing ideas with a brief phrase.
Very good. So it is when we take two words or two opposing ideas and put it into one brief phrase, right? So let me give you an example. So what if I say jumbo shrimp? Jumbo shrimp. Now, jumbo shrimp is an oxymoron. Why? Why is jumbo shrimp an oxymoron?
Because shrimps are like small.
Yeah, shrimp is small.
Because they use a jumbo instead of big.
No, like when you think of
Shrimp
jumbo
are
and
small, but it's saying that they're big.
exactly. So you're using jumbo with shrimp.
It's a expression of saying that the crawfish are big.
Yeah, but it's still oxymoron because jumbo. So let's write this down. So the pairing of jumbo. What does jumbo mean? Meaning large, right? Large or big.
Mr. Pateen, may I be excused, please?
So you can.
Huge.
And shrimp, well, shrimps are typically what? It's a small what? Crustacean. Creates a humorous. Yes. Go ahead. Contradictory image. Yes, you have a question?
No, in that, I think that's good.
I could barely hear you.
I was saying that I think I have to go to bed now.
Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem.
Excuse me, Mr. Petty.
Yes, ma'am.
Would small world be the same?
Yeah, small world. Yes. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Small world, that's a good one. Anyone have any other oxymorons?
I have a question, Mr. Petit.
Look at that giant ant.
Yes, go ahead.
Can you describe an oxymoron in simpler words, please?
Describe an oxymoron. Okay. I think it would be better if I just give you some examples. So what if I say bittersweet? So let's use that.
I can't see your screen.
No problem. So let's say if we say bittersweet. Why is bittersweet an oxymoron?
Because it puts those two things together briefly.
Exactly. Yeah. So the pairing.
Thank you.
The pairing of bitter and sweet is an oxymoron because what? Because these two are what? Are what? Opposites of each other.
They're opposites.
Okay. Bittersweet is an oxymoron because these two things are opposite, but you're putting them together. But it still makes sense, right? Because you could have an event that's bittersweet, right? It still makes sense. But it's an oxymoron, even because it makes sense, but it's still opposite, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. So when somebody say, look at that big mosquito.
Big mosquito?
Yeah.
That's true. That's oxymoron. because
the ant is giant.
Right? All right. So how about same big roach? How about same difference? Same difference.
Same means like alike and different means something that's like like no quality is similar.
Yeah, but it's still different. I mean, it's still an oxymoron because how could be same but different, like same different, like sorry, same difference. One. Yeah, give me one.
Deafening silence.
Deafening silence, yes. Deafening silence. Deafening silence is a good one. Give me you know what? Put inside the chat an example of an oxymoron that you could think of.
Is laptop one?
Say it again. No, laptop.
Can laptop computer be?
No, I wouldn't be one. Put inside the chat an example of an oxymoron. You could use Google if you want to. You could use Google. It's a small world. Anyone else?
I have a next one.
What the next one is?
Civil war.
Civil war.
That's all.
Why you say civil war is an example of one? I don't understand that. I don't understand civil war. I'm sorry.
That's because like ain't nothing civil about war.
Oh, civil war. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Something like old news.
Old news. Yep. Old news because
Cold War. Because there's nothing cold in war.
but it's not really the opposite. You know, you're trying to figure out like two things that are opposites, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
I sent you my work.
You done with all? You done with all, right?
Mr. Petit.
Yes,
I love
sir.
this one. I love this one. I love this one. Someone put
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Rayshan Cartwright.
What about dark light?
Where's Rayshan? Rayshan Cartwright.
Can one be?
Where's Rayshan Cartwright?
Yes, sir.
Say yours.
Sweet sorrow.
Not that one.
Pretty ugly.
Pretty ugly. Pretty ugly. Pretty ugly is a perfect one. Let's write that down.
all the time in school.
Pretty. What is pretty ugly? Why?
What
is,
about dark light?
why is?
What about Big Bob?
Big Bach? A Bach? I don't see.
Come on, man.
I don't understand.
Mr. Petit, what about exact estimate?
Pretty. Let's.
Mr. Petit, what about
Open
the heater
secret
fan?
could work.
Open secret could work. Yes, for sure. Open secret could work.
A hot fan or a
You
heater
put
fan?
sweet instead of ugly.
Mr. Petit.
Yeah. Bitter.
I was in school
Pretty.
and I was walking and the guys and the girls say she pretty and I say she pretty
No,
ugly and
no,
she get
no,
mad.
no.
Mr. B.
What his name is? I forget his name, man.
I'll take it off my own.
All right, so
Mr. B.
the pairing. Write this down for me, please. The pairing of
Seriously funny.
seriously funny. That is a good one. Oh my goodness. The pairing of pretty,
Icy hot, Mr. Petit.
icy hot. I don't understand. Like, how would you use that in a sentence?
Surprisingly boring.
Ain't that a
It's actually a product.
Oh, it's a product. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's for your
pain relieving?
pain and stuff
Oh,
like that.
that's good. That's a good one.
So
I like.
It's so hot. It's so.
Oh, I didn't
bright.
talk about. I didn't talk about. It's
Rough
icy.
care.
Yeah. Rough care is
It's almost like
rough care is good. Virtual reality is good.
Like, what about like tough love?
What about overweight?
Who said tough love? Tough love. Oxymoron. The pairing of pretty and ugly is oxymoron.
working vacation.
Is working vacation, yes.
Mr. Petit, what about exact estimate?
Exact estimate, that's a good one. Oxymoron, because
What about jailhouse?
What about
these
ice cream?
are
Good criminal.
What about
opposite.
smart dummy?
All right, that's enough examples. Y'all trying to kill me with examples.
Is jailhouse one?
Opposite. Jailhouse is a good
What
one.
about oversized?
All right,
Fight
opposites
fire
of
with
each other.
fire.
Okay, so we understand what an oxymoron is. An oxymoron is when you combine two things that are pretty much opposites of each other in the real world, but you pair them together in a way that makes sense, in some way that makes sense, or in some way that has some sort of humor to it, right? Pretty ugly, bittersweet, seriously funny. All those are good examples of oxymorons. Now let's go to paradox. Paradox.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
Can I leave?
Yeah, you could go. Paradox. Good night. You sound ill.
I am.
Yeah, get some rest. Paradox, like an oxymoron, it involves the putting together. So paradox is similar to oxymoron, but you have to understand the difference. There's a slight difference between the two, right? Alone together. Wow, that's so good. I like that. Alone together. Cruel kindness. Only choice. Yeah, those are good ones. Paradox, like an oxymoron. Oopsies, sorry. So paradox. Like an oxymoron, It involves putting, oh boy, it involves putting, or it involves the putting together of two seemingly contradictory or conflicting ideas. So paradox is also when you put two ideas that are different together. However, a paradox is a more extensive statement that upon which deeper reflection reveals a hidden truth or resolution to the apparent contradiction. So a paradox sounds wrong, like it sounds opposite, but when you really think about it deeply, it'll make more sense. So the way that I distinguish, it's easy to distinguish paradox and oxymoron. A good way to know is that a paradox is typically longer than an oxymoron. So it's like, it's just longer. So, for example, this is a good one. This is my favorite one. All right, this is a good one. This is a good example. I hope you all get it. So, here's the example. I hope you all get it. So, the oxymoron, not the oxymoron, the paradox is this statement is false.
I think I understand it.
This statement is false. Why would that be a paradox?
Is it supposed to be a joke?
Is a statement supposed to be the truth?
Because a statement isn't supposed
Because the statement is telling the truth, but it also is saying that it is false.
Ah, who said that? Who said that?
I did.
Camelo.
Very good. This statement is false. So if this statement is telling you that it's false and it's true, then what do you believe? Do you believe that the statement is true or do you believe that it's false?
The statement is
I
false.
think it's false.
It's saying it's false.
But it's telling you, it's telling you it's.
Now that's a paradox. Now that's a paradox.
That's a paradox.
Telling me it's about that.
I agree with whatever the other person is doing.
But but is it true? Would you say that the statement is true or false? But it's telling you I am false. So would you?
It's true.
I say it's true.
True that the statement is false.
It's true that the statement is false.
It's true that the statement is false. Okay. That's okay. All right. But if you say it's true that the statement is false, then the statement is false is also false.
My brain.
Mr. Petty? What?
Yeah. It's
my brain
weird.
can't take all that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mr. Petit, I have one. I don't know if I have
yeah. It's weird. Yeah, the statement is false.
I have one.
Well, give me one. Give me yours. Yeah.
It was the beginning of the end.
It was the beginning of the end. That's a good one. It's paradoxical.
Can I say something?
It's paradoxical. I like that. It was the beginning of the end. Let's put that one. I like that one.
Less is more.
Less is more. That's also a good one.
Petit,
Let me put
I
that.
don't know if the statement is true or false. If I haven't heard the statement.
But that's the statement. The statement is false.
The more you take,
But
the less.
The point is the statement's supposed to be the truth.
Exactly.
So it
Mr.
is
Petit,
true that
the more you take, the less you
It
get.
was. Say it again. The more you
The
take.
more you take, the less you get.
I like that. The more you take.
The more
you take, the less you get. The more you take, the put it inside the chat. I want y'all to put y'all on paradox and inside the chat if you have one. The more you take, the less you get. Why is that paradoxical? Because so let's explain it.
Mr. Petit,
What goes around comes around. If you take something, you're supposed to get it.
Yes.
But it's saying you get less.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. So this is a paradox because one would think.
Mr. Petit, I have
wait, let me finish writing this down. Because one would think that the more you take, the more you get. But in reality, this is not the case. I love it. Anyone else have any more?
Me, but it's kind of like
I have one.
people that.
What you said, Miss Cash?
what goes around comes around.
Fire with fire.
You said don't fight fire with fire?
All right.
Or fight fire with fire?
I
Are you just trying? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fire with fire.
Fight fire with fire. That ain't really a paradox.
But it'll get bigger though.
Wait.
Wait.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I could work because it's a paradox, right? You might think that it don't work, but you know, it works.
It does?
It does.
Mr.
Yeah,
Petit, what about wet
I have one,
water?
Mr. Petit.
Wait, one at a time.
What,
Go ahead.
Mr. Petit, what about wet
What
water?
goes around comes around.
Wait. I think Sharika was Sharia or someone was saying. I remember hearing a female voice. Shakira. Yeah, there we go. Go ahead.
You have to see it to believe it. Is that one?
That's a paradox. I one think that's a paradox. I ain't really.
I have one.
Yeah, that's not.
I have one, Mr. Petit. I have one.
Go ahead, Antoine.
What about wet water?
What is it?
Wet water.
Wet water? Oh,
I have one.
that's a good one.
I have one.
Yeah.
What about the cycle ends here?
The cycle ends here. Yeah, that's
What
paradoxical.
about what happens in the dark will always come to light?
What happens in the dark would always come in the light. That's not a paradox. That's not a paradox.
Mr. Petit,
Uh-huh.
you have to have money to take money.
You have to have money to make money? Yeah. To take, I like, you have to have money. I wouldn't say to take money. You have to have money to make money.
I have one.
How
Mr.
about
Wait. That's all we're gonna do.
Sorry.
I need
Mr.
you
T,
to,
just-
one moment. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. What I want to do is I want to acknowledge those persons who wrote their own inside the chat. So I'm gonna read some of them. Again, take a picture of this and send it and put inside the, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, please. Again, take a picture of it. One moment. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. I said I want to acknowledge the people who wrote in the chat. I can't resist anything but temptation. I love it. The more light you shine, the darker it gets. Yep, that's a paradox. The younger you get, the older you look. That is insane. You never miss the water till the water one runs dry. Is that a paradox? You never miss the water till the well one dry. No, that doesn't sound like a paradox. Ethan put out the God paradox as a classic thought experiment. Ooh. Okay, that's a good one. Ethan, a wise fool can't make a horse drink water. That's not a paradox. The louder the apple doesn't fall from the tree. No, that's not a paradox. Poor health. No. Okay. All right, good. All right, take a picture of this and send it to me via WhatsApp. Let's.
You look awfully pretty.
Check my one, please.
And for help.
Life is what you make it. That sounds like a saying. Gimme, gimme, never get. Love it. You shine like a diamond. That's a, you shine like a diamond is a simile. Okay, so let's do this. Let's actually do an exercise on this. So write this down, please. Great exercise number 1. Let's do exercise on this.
Could you go back so I could take a
Oh, y'all not finished? Y'all not finished with this? Y'all not
On the
finished?
last one. No, sir. Listen,
All right.
we my book just finished, like it ran over pages.
All right. Try to get another book.
Okay.
How many persons are finished with this, with writing this down? Let me know if you're finished with writing this down, please.
I'm done.
Me.
I am not.
I'm still writing.
All right.
Mommy
Quick,
done.
all right. Quickly take a picture of this because we have to move on to the great exercise. Take a picture of this and resume. Yes, ma'am.
I just came in for English. Could you send the math to me, please?
Quiz or the work?
Quiz and work. So I can write it down.
No problem.
Okay.
This is Miss Shakira, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Mr.
Finish
Number 3 should have this is a paradox.
I have this a paradox. This is, thank you. This is a paradox. Thank you. Okay, quickly take a picture of this and send it to me because I have to move on to the great exercise. Yes, Cleveland.
Can I give an example for oxymoron?
Oxymoron, go ahead.
If you want peace, then prepare for war.
That's a paradox, but that's good. I like that.
What about me?
Go ahead, Karen Hopkins.
Get rich or die trying.
Why would that be a paradox? I don't see anything. That's not a paradox. That's not a paradox.
Okay, Mr. Patrick, sorry.
Others to do
If
unto
you-
Go ahead.
If you say something like beggars don't pick and chew it, would that be just a saying or a paradox?
So a paradox has to have something that is contradictory to it. So it has to have something that's sort of opposite. So it has to don't make sense initially, but then when you think about it, it makes sense. All right. So
I think I have one.
go ahead, Andrea Barnaby.
Is do unto others as you want us to do unto you one?
No, that's just like a saying. It's a nice saying. It's a golden rule, but it's not a paradox. All right.
Instead of being clean and hungry, get dirty and get your food.
Instead of being clean, no.
This work, a poor man died rich.
Say it again.
A poor man died rich.
Yes, that's definitely one.
That
is definitely one. That is definitely one.
What about what goes up must come down?
What goes up must come down. That's not a paradox.
That's not.
No. It has
What
to.
about you have to have money to make money?
That's a paradox.
Wait, how that ain't a paradox though?
What?
What goes up must come down.
The more you work out, the bigger you get.
It's not a paradox because it's expected.
Oh.
Yeah, it's expected. It's expected.
Mr. P.
All right, let's focus on this work.
A comedian was seriously funny.
I'm not taking any more paradoxes. That's enough paradoxes of the day. All right, write O for oxymoron. And P for what? Paradox. Write this down in your book. And N for neither. I can see if you all know the difference right now. Write O for oxymoron. Write P for paradox. And write N for neither. All right. So let's go ahead and do that. Number 1. Bright as a diamond. Is that a paradox, oxymoron, or neither? Number 2. Small crowd. Number 3, write this in your book, please. The more you spend, the more You save. You have to be cruel, to be kind. Number 5, deafening. Silence. Number 6, swift as a gazelle. Number 7, his heart is a stone. Number 8, I can resist anything but temptation. All right, those are the 8 that you're gonna do. Again, write O for oxymoron, write P for paradox, write N for neither. Anaya Monroe, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. Aiden Ritchie, what number you on?
Number 4.
Number 4. Carla Bethel, what number you on?
Number 5.
Number 5. You understand what we're doing? Carla?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Wyatt, where's Wyatt? Wyatt?
Right.
Do you understand what we're doing? Wyatt, do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Are you going over this with us when we done?
Say it again.
Are you going over this with us when we are done?
Yes, I am. Nico roll?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I am going over it. So I need you to quickly do it. Once you finish with it, with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Cordell Pratt. Where's Cordell?
Yes, sir.
You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Azaria Cash. Where's Azaria?
Yes, sir.
You understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Deja Barry, you understand what you're doing? Deja Barry? Where's Deja? How about Lanice? Lanice Cooper, are you there? Where's Lanice? Not Lanice Cooper. Lanice, I can't remember our last name. Lanice, your last name, I can't remember. Sharon Phyllis Taylor? Or Shirlene? Shirlene Taylor? Are you there, Shirlene? Is Shirlene there? Shirlene Taylor? I can't have from Shirlene. Sharice Gator, are you there? Sharice Gator. All right, and Sharon Gator, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Levantinique? Levantinique? Where's Levantinique? Yes. I see a question, yes. Where is Lavender? Where's lavender?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Pardon?
What number you on?
I write number 4.
All right. Felia Cooper. Felia Cooper. Felia Cooper.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay.
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay, good. Charles, Tanique, what number you on?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I'm on number 8.
Number 8. Okay, and Ethan, what number you on? Ethan, Anelius.
Number 9.
Number what?
Number 8.
Number 8. Okay.
Number 8.
All right, good. Harmony, what number you on?
I'm on number 6.
Okay, Gabrielle Markey, what number you on? Gabrielle Markey, what number you on? Where's Gabrielle?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
I was wondering, right? If you call somebody smart in that one way, is that a compliment or insult?
Antoine, we're not cracking jokes right now. Where is Jordan Ritchie? Where's Jordan?
I don't know.
Jordan, are you here?
Yes, sir.
Did you send me the notes for the math?
For the math, yes, sir.
Did you do the quizzes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, how did you do?
I think I got 22 out of 24 on one and 18 out of 20 on the other.
Okay. You have any questions for me so far?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Does a oxymoron or paradox have to be right?
You mean, yeah, does it have to be right? When you mean like factual?
Yes, sir.
It just has to be contradictory. That's the first thing. It should make sense. Like it should make sense. But yeah, it should make sense. It should be, yeah, I'd say so, yes.
Okay, thank you.
It should have some sort of sense to it. Charlene Taylor, your mic is open, but I cannot hear you. Oh yes, Charlene, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes,
okay.
Sir.
What number you on?
I am now on number 7.
Do you have any questions for me?
Yes. I got into the class late and
You want the notes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna send you the notes. Please look out for them. Or message me so that I could yeah, message me when you send these notes today. Okay, so I need a reader.
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
I'll do it.
I don't
Can I do
really.
it?
Can you go over? Can you go over this again for me, please? Because I don't really understand.
What's your name?
Sanai.
Sanai. What's your last name is?
Cox.
Sanai. Oh, you sound like you would be a good reader. Read number 1.
Bright as a diamond.
Bright as a diamond. What y'all have for that one? Is that an oxymoron, paradox, or neither?
And.
That's what?
Oh.
That is
And
a
simile.
That is neither.
And
Because it is neither an oxymoron nor a paradox. It's a simile. So neither. So Sanai? Where's Sanai?
Yes, sir.
It says a simile because it uses like or as. It's not a paradox because it doesn't have anything contradictory about it. All right. Now read the next one, number 2, Sanai.
Small crowd.
Would you think that would be oxymoron or paradox, Sanai?
Oxymoron.
Sanai.
Oh.
Sanai. I'm talking to Sanai. Go ahead, Sanai. What do you think that would be? Sanai?
Oxymoron.
Would you say it, Sanai? Sanai, are you there? Where's she? She was speaking all the while. Where's Sanai? I don't know. She had a question and she gone. What do y'all have? What do y'all have for this one?
Oh. I have O.
You have O. Why do you have O?
That's really wrong.
Oh, I have O too.
Why do you have O?
Because a crowd is usually
A
large.
crowd isn't small. So
Crowd is-
basically they are opposite.
They're opposite. Very good.
Yeah.
Number 3, the more you save, the more you spend, the more you save.
P.
Paradox.
Paradox. Very good. Paradox. All right. If you got it right, please put a tick. If you got it wrong, please. Oopsies. If you got it wrong, please make the correction. So the first one is N. The second one is O. The third one is P. All right, what we have for number 4 though? You have to be cruel to be kind. That's what?
Paradox.
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 Yes, someone have a question? Someone have a question? Okay, it is a paradox. Can anyone explain this one? You have to be cruel to be kind. How does that make sense?
It's opposite.
May I, Mr. Petit?
Go ahead, Sashnik.
It's a hidden truth.
Because in the hidden truth is for example, you're somebody that is free-handed. In order for you to actually, okay, for example, the saying that says you have to give a man teach a man how to fish, and not just give them a fish, something like that.
Yes.
It resonates with that one somehow.
Okay. Anyone else want to explain? You have to be cruel to be kind. What does that mean?
I would say it's the opposite.
Like showing tough love.
Wait,
Bad and kind is good.
go ahead, Tiffany.
Cruel is the opposite of kind.
Okay. But when they say you have to be cruel to be kind, Anishka, how does that, what's the hidden truth?
I think that backtracks on your personality, basically.
Okay, it backtracks on your personality.
Being cruel in order to be kind, you have to sometimes be cruel until you see the light of it in order to be kind to somebody.
Okay. You have to be cruel to be kind. Let's say for example, you have a child and you give them everything they want and they say, oh, that's the best mommy, that's the best daddy I have, right? Are you really being kind to that child, or are you really sabotaging that child?
No, you spoil my child.
Sabotage.
Yeah, you're sabotaging them.
They lose the function to become an adult.
So notice what I said. I said you give them everything they want. So if you give a child everything they want, you sabotaging them, right? So sometimes you have to be cruel to be kind. In other words, you in their eyes, you look like a criminal, but you are actually doing what's in their best interest, right? So,
Yes,
exactly. So that's what that means. Deafening silence. What does that mean? That oxymoron, paradox, or neither?
Oxymoron.
It's an oxymoron.
Oxymoron.
It's so loud.
It's so loud.
So silent you can't hear.
Okay. So the silence itself is loud. Like it's so silent that it's loud. That's insane. All right. Swift as a gazelle.
Neither.
That's a simile. That ain't
Neither.
Neither. That's a simile. The simile. That's neither. His heart is a stone. His heart is a stone. What is that?
I'm not sure, but I
think that's neither.
It's a paradox.
That's a metaphor. So it's neither.
Oh.
It's a metaphor because if you use is, you're saying that his heart is a stone. That's a metaphor.
Excuse me, Mr. B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting again.
Thank you.
I think I don't know if this is one.
No, we're not giving examples now, Katri.
I got those two wrong. That was tricky.
Yeah, that was tricky.
I basically got a lot of them right.
I can resist anything but temptation. What y'all have for that?
Neither.
I have neither.
What?
I put P.
I have a
It's a paradox. The big paradox.
I got all right.
How can you resist anything but
all right.
temptation? Anyone else got all right? Anyone else got all right?
I did. And change it now.
I get all right.
All right, good. All right, now it's time for the quiz. So let's do the quiz on this. I'm gonna put the quiz inside the chat for you. It's gonna be our last quiz for this evening, and then y'all can go. So,
Mr. Petit, question. How is resist and temptation are opposite?
No. Think about it. If you say you could resist anything but temptation, it's paradoxical because it's like I could resist anything but temptation. But if you have to resist it, it's a temptation. So yeah. So it's contradictory. Like, and I mean, it's like it's
that one had me second guess.
Yeah.
Baby.
All right, so let's go ahead. Wait one moment. I want to put the quiz inside the chat for people. I'm going to put the quiz inside the chat. In 5. Please put started once you start the quiz. The quiz is out of 20, so you need to get a 16. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please complete this quiz. Put started if you start the quiz. Again, put started once you start the quiz. It's out of 20, so you need to get at least a 16 in order to pass the quiz. Once you pass
I followed the Z too long.
Yes, I noticed. Once you pass the quiz and you already submitted your work, then you can leave again. Once you pass the quiz and you already submitted the work, then you can leave. Again, once you submitted the quiz and you already passed the work, and you pass the quiz, then you can go. All right. But you need to finish the quiz first. All right. All right, again. All right. All right, make sure I do the quiz for me. Sharon Spencer. That's Sharon.
Can you resend it, please?
Who need me to resend the quiz?
Yeah, so.
Okay. Where's Sharon? Sharon Spencer?
Sharon.
What are you doing right now?
I'm doing the quiz.
You're doing the quiz, okay. All right, good. All right. Patrick Raming, very good. Samaya Penda, very good. Joel Cooper, very good. Aaliyah Cooper, you need to redo the quiz. Dizon Curry, very good. Sharon Spencer, very good.
Excuse me, you said that we could leave after we finish.
Once you finish the quiz and send in your work, you could go.
Okay.
That's Samaya.
Once we finish, we can leave, right?
Once you finish the quiz and send in the work, you can go. Very good, Antoine. Very good, Krazia. Krazia Clark. Sasha.
See you later, Mr. Petit.
Sasha, what's happening?
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Very good, Lamar. Very good, Nika. Very good, Kamani. Very good, Caleb.
Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night, Nika.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Kamani.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Very good, Carmelo. Very good, Crimson. Very good, Anishka. Very good, Rashan. Freddie. Shakira. Trevon. Stavonia.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Kanan, very good.
Good night.
Good night. Good night. Once you finish the quiz, you can leave.
Good night.
Renique Taylor, please redo the quiz. Ethan, very good, Ethan. Malia, what you got in the quiz?
20 out of 20.
I noticed, very good.
Good night, Mr. Petite. Don't
Good
forget
night.
to send me the map.
Miss Petite.
All right, no problem, Shakira.
Miss Petite, I got a 20 out of 20.
Very good, Andrea Barnaby.
I got a 20 out of 20.
Good night.
Good night, very good.
20.
Very good, Cleveland.
See you
Okay.
tomorrow by God's grace, Mr. Petty.
Likewise, take care. Dunaway, very good.
I got a 20 out of 20.
Very good, Aiden.
Good night, Mr.
I'm done. I got a 20 out of 20.
Good night, good night. Very good, good night. Miss Cash, please redo your quiz.
Miss
Good night, Mr. Petite. I got a 20 out of 20.
Good night, I'm Xavier. Very good, Natalia. Nevaeh Stewart, where's Nevaeh Stewart? Where's Dave? Dave Griffin?
Mr. Petite. I'm right here. When I was like trying to click the words, it wasn't clicking, so I just did that so I could do it over.
Okay, no problem. Where's Dave Griffin?
Major.
I want to go over your aptitude test. So stay back once I want to go over it. Because you were saying that you got I want to see how you got that number. All right. In the meantime, send me Dave, you send me the English notes?
No, I haven't sent them yet.
Send them to me.
Excuse me, Dick. I got an 18 out of 20.
18 or 20 is good. Malicio Dorset, please redo your quiz.
Excuse me, Petite. I finished my quiz. I got a 20 out of 20.
All right, very good. You can go.
I get 20 out of 20, Mr. Petite.
Very good, Calvin.
Mr. Petite, I got a 20 out of 20.
Miss Glass, what is your number?
824-7126.
824.
7126.
Mr. Petite, I get 20 out of 20.
Oh, you're Eva's taxi?
Yes, sir.
You know, all the time I did not know that. Oh wow. Oh wow.
I was wondering why you never send me the work on Epsilon and all the stuff.
I was like, because remember I only saw you once, you know.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Good. All right.
Good night, Miss Petite.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petite. I did it over. I got 20 out of 20.
As you should. As you should.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petite. I got an 18 out of 20.
Very good. Very good.
Mr. Petite, I get a 20.
Very good, Carlton Hopkins. Carlton, class out at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, okay? Cardell,
Yes, sir.
you got a 20?
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your work?
Which one?
The math and the English.
Mr. Petite, I get an 18 out of 8.
Yes, sir. I sent it in.
Okay.
I get a 20 out of 20.
18 out of 20. Good night.
20 out of 20, very good, Miss Morris.
Good night.
Good night. Alexander Pentard.
Good night.
Please redo your quiz. Very good, Miss Cash. Zion Davis, very good. Trinity Stewart, please redo your quiz. And Sharice Gator, very good.
Good night, Mr. Petite.
Good night, Miss Cash. Good night.
Hey, Isaac.
Hello.
This is Shantae Hinsey. How are you?
Shantae Hinsey?
Uh-huh.
I know, I remember that name, you know. I remember you very well. Oh, wow. How is he related to you?
This basically my stepson.
You can't be serious.
Yeah.
Shantae Hinsey. Wow. How are you? Oh my
I'm good.
goodness.
Can't complain. How are you?
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
Solid.
so when I saw
Mr.
that
Petit,
you were doing the
Mr.
classes, I
Petit, they
was
got
like,
20 out of 20.
Uh-huh.
I was like, immediately, yes.
Yeah.
Needs to go to Isaac, yes.
Wow, wow. Man, I would have never guessed. You
Yeah,
boy.
I had to pop in and say, hey.
Yeah, thank you for that. Thank you for that. Hey, all the best. You know.
You too.
All the best, man. Yeah. All right. Take care.
Okay.
Yes, mom. Take care.
Mr.
All right, good on, Mr. Petit.
Yes.
Mr. Petty,
Yes, mom.
I think I have to do mine. So if I have 12 out of 20, at least I tried.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But you can redo it. You can tell them no laugh,
Yes,
man. You
sir.
can redo it. You redo it. All right.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, mom. All right. Want me send it
Thank
to you
you.
and you can redo it tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Resend it, please.
I will send it to you
Thank you.
directly. All right.
Mr.
Yes.
Petty,
Yes, mom.
Okay.
Yes,
this is
mom.
Shirlene.
Yes, mom.
I got 16 out of 20.
16. That's a pass. Thank you. Very good. All right.
Okay, question.
Yes, mom.
Like I said, I did, we had other quizzes, or you're gonna send to me?
Oh, this
'Cause
is
like I said,
earlier. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I will
you
send
can
it to you.
send them and I can do them tomorrow.
Yeah, of course. Of course. I'll send it to
Okay.
you tonight and then you could do it tomorrow. So you at
Okay,
least get
thank
the
you.
grade in. Yes, mom. Thank you too.
Good night.
Good night.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Have a wonderful evening.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night.
You're doing these.
All right. The rest of you, make sure you for Nalsha Moss, Miss Moss. I know I pronounced your first name wrong. Miss Moss. Where's Miss Moss? Where's Miss Moss? Vernalsha Moss. Okay, let me end this meeting. I can end it at 9 o'clock. Okay, let me end the meeting.